I'm starting this because I got a little sussed out. I bought a B-Bender. I bought a HipShot B-Bender on Reverb, and I was a little like from the get-go because it was already it looked brand new, and it was being offered at less than retail. And then I liked it, and then I think they sent like the offer, dropping the price like $5, and then I haggled a little bit further, and I got the price down even like another $10 or $15. So I'm like, all right, let's just do it. But it came with just like a piece of tape over the box. Yeah, I'm just a little bit sussed out that like, oh, did I get scammed? So I'm opening this on camera, and if it's totally cool, then I'll just make a video on like install and review. But if it's not, then I've got evidence. Okay. Maybe it wasn't brand new. Certainly doesn't look like. I don't know, I'd have to read it again. Maybe it wasn't brand new. Bender arm. HipShot instructions. I don't know. The packaging is a little suspicious, but it looks legit, so alright, we'll run it. We'll do a cool install and review. How about that? How about that? I feel better now. Let's do it. This is going to be my donor guitar. This is a classic 550s Squier Tele. It's heavy as shit, so I can't wait to add even more weight to the back of it. But as you will see, it's got the ashtray bridge through body loader. So the way a HipShot works is this is going to sit here, and the string's going to have to enter through the back of the bridge. So we're going to have to do a little bit of measuring and drill a small hole or file a slot. Looks like we're probably going to have to file a slot because a hole isn't going to work for the string to pass through that part of the bridge, right behind the B string. So a little bit of tinkering. Shouldn't be too hard. Let's get some tools and get to work. Nothing too scientific here, but I've got a string just taped right across the B string on that end. And then we're going to match up with the string perfectly, but then just extend it past the saddle. I'm going to mark either side. And then we're going to file out the middle. Before I actually modify anything, I was just looking over the instructions again, and my original thought was to drill a hole, but then the string height looked like a hole maybe wouldn't work, but the instructions say to actually drill a hole, and they include a small tube to put through that hole to kind of act as like a bushing so that string doesn't, grind on the metal when you're bending. So before I modify anything, I'm going to take a second look at this to decide if I should do a filed slot or if I should do a hole. And just looking at it again here. We're going to drill a hole. There we go. We're through there. Step up to the 7/64 as instructed. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Look how terrible this shot is working. There's a hole there. You're going to have to trust me. I have an idea. We'll go back down to the dungeon, and then I'll just show you with the camera instead of moving this. Right there's our hole. Right behind the beat string saddle. Alright. Come on, here we go. The instructions say to use the longer one. Jesus! And the star washer. Okay. Okay, couple questions. What is this? Because in the picture, there's nothing in the instructions, and in the pictures I found, it's just there. So it's just like a string, or a spring, just an extra spring sitting there. And this just also loosely sits in the hole with the string going through it. So whatever, that's fine. I thought it would be a more permanent thing, but I guess once the string's in there, it probably will be. So, again, not sure what that is right here, but I think I have an extra string laying around, so I'm just going to put that one on for now. And that'll be kind of like my testing, whatever, and then when I like it and everything's dialed in, then I'll probably do a fresh set of strings. I'm not sure what's going on. Oop. Oh, it just popped off there. Just like that. I'm still sus if this is a real HipShot. I mean, it acts fine. It just, the lettering and like the patent number looks like the printing is, but it seems to function just fine. And I guess if it works, then what's the problem, right? If you're thinking about doing this, I think the actual install took me like 10 minutes. 15 at most, and that includes drilling this. If you have a top loading where the strings go right into the back of the bridge instead of through the body like that, then it'll take you even less, because all you have to do is take out this, put the HipShot on, put the bigger screw back in, and then feed the string. You're good to go. So if you're thinking about it, highly recommend it. I think I paid $173 after tax and shipping and all that. So that's why I'm like, I don't know if it's real, but if you're thinking about it, I would do it. It's a fun. The band I play with, we have a couple country songs, and so I thought if I could really get good with it. It could really, church up those country songs a little bit. So I've got some practicing to do, but as far as like the install, if you're worried about that, definitely you can do this yourself. So, all right. Thanks, guys. Bye. Remember to like and subscribe.